Hi y'all, we're Ron and Deborah Wolfe of the Wolfe Pack at RE/MAX in Morristown, Tennessee. And welcome to beautiful homes of East Tennessee. And Deborah, we got a gorgeous one to show them today, don't we?
Do we ever? I can't wait to show you and tell you all about this gorgeous home.
Yeah.
Where we're sitting here on almost 4 acres with a beautiful mountain view right here in Morristown. It certainly qualifies to be listed as a beautiful home in East Tennessee.
We thank y'all for joining us today, and we'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Clint. I'm at the Healthy Food Herb Store. It's springtime, some wonderful time for buying and selling a home. Sometimes it can be a little stressful. So here at the Healthy Food Herb Store, we understand stress. We have a variety of different herbs, for example, holy basil, which can help keep you more calm, relaxed, help you sleep at night. B vitamins will also help you stay relaxed, keep the nerves relaxed. GABA, G-A-B-A, will help keep the body calm for anxiety, maybe pacing in the house. Essential oils like lavender, which will help keep you calm and sleep. And grapefruit, it's a wonderful essential oil for helping to keep the joy in the joy of buying and selling a home. We also have an extensive array of vitamins, herbs, minerals, foods here at the Healthy Food Herb Store. So again, if you are having some stress buying and selling a home, please come in and see us at the Healthy Food Herb Store. Thank you very much.
Hey, my name's Tina and I shop at the Healthy Food and Vitamin Store. I came here with stomach problems and they have recommended the George's Aloe, and it's helped me out a lot, and I would recommend it to anyone.
I'm Jack. I'm from Cosby, Tennessee. I've been coming to Linda at this store since she opened, but when she was in Florida and I lived in Florida, we've been going to see her for about the last 22 years. We have recommended many friends and family to Linda, and they've all come away very satisfied with the knowledge and the diagnosis and the things that she has done. So recommend her at any time, any place. She's very good. So come into her store and just make an appointment, and she'll work out everything for you.
Hello, I'm Paul Zablocki with Compass Home Inspection. If you're buying a home, you know that it can be a stressful time. I'd like you to buy with confidence. Have a home inspection prior to buying, and that way you know what you're getting into with the largest financial investment of your life. You can give us a call today or reach me on email at paul@compasshi.com. We'll see you in your new home.
April showers bring May flowers. Special all month of May. Buy any plant, tree, shrub we got on our lot and you receive free compost. Special compost. Buy a scoop, get a scoop for free. All month of May while supplies last. Superior Tree and Landscape. Service and supplies. 311 East Morris Boulevard. 423-748-3546. Open 7 days a week.
It's the day, it's finally arrived, it's your wedding day. It's the moment you've been waiting all your life, it's your wedding day.
Ah, your wedding day, that one special day in your life you'll never forget. So let Venture Productions capture all those special moments at your wedding for you to treasure a lifetime. Our approach to videography is one of creativity and excellence. Call Venture Productions for your video services.
It's the moment you've been waiting all your life. It's your wedding day.
Well, thank you all for hanging around with us. And Deborah, we wanted to talk about people who have had their homes for sale. And congratulations, you got a contract, right?
Oh, joy. Everything is great now.
No.
No.
Buckle your seatbelt, guys.
There are things that can cause an agreement, a transaction, to go awry.
Right.
And not make it to closing.
Yeah.
And one of those things.
Well, one of those things is the financing on the buyer side fails.
And that can happen.
Okay.
And there's something I can't resist but to just share with you.
Yeah.
We deal with lenders from here in town,
Yeah.
from outside of town, from
Yeah.
outside of the state.
Mm-hmm.
And I can assure you, we have some of the best, most efficient,
Yeah.
capable lending officers
Right.
here in this area
Right.
of any place.
Yeah.
In fact, if you use a local, if that lender, which usually does, is very efficient,
Yeah.
and the buyer works with them, we don't see too many of those
No.
fail.
No, and you can sit down with them and look them in the eye. Now, you have your home inspections.
Two
and,
home inspections.
Yeah, and your termite inspection.
That's the second home
Yeah,
inspection.
yeah.
And last year especially, there seemed to be an inordinate number of transactions that failed on the home inspection.
Yep.
Sellers, what can help you with that is if you'll have a home inspection
Uh-huh.
before you put it on the market,
Right.
find out what is wrong
Yeah.
and fix the major things. Or be prepared that if that's the case, and maybe you've let things slip, then be prepared that they're probably going to come back and ask you for some things. One way to opt out of that is if you, many sellers, if they sell their market for a little less than what they wanted to, they will oftentimes sell it as is where is.
That's true.
But the buyer still has the opportunity.
Yeah.
If they're not satisfied with that home inspection, the buyer can back out.
Oh, they can.
And that is a contingency that if it's marked in the contract, it is an inherent part of that contract.
Yeah, and if you do that in Tennessee, it's all incorporated
Right.
into that contract.
And
now,
then there's termites.
yeah, the termites.
Now, if you get a clean termite letter when inspected, all is cool with both sellers and buyers. But if there is evidence of activity or if there's been damage, then you can be pretty much assured, sellers, that buyers are going to come back and ask you to take care of either treatment, repair, whatever is necessary.
Yeah, they bring in a licensed treater and he stomps them out, right?
Yes, and the last thing that can sabotage your transaction is if your appraisal doesn't come in
Oh my,
to equal that of your contract price.
Right.
And it's possible because appraisers have to get 3 qualified comps, and those comparatives have to support your price.
Yeah, and Deb, I tell you what, we're going to take a moment out, and what we're going to do, we're going to ask Paul Zablocki of Compass Home Inspections to talk with our folks for a while. Paul, how are you today?
Thanks, Ron and Deborah. Things are great out here in Morristown today. The weather's beautiful, perfect for a home inspector. Today what I'd like to do is talk about a few things electrically in a home that home inspectors often look for. Some things that you can do at home. You can check yourself, whether you are buying a home or selling a home. These are things that are important and easy to look at. And we're going to do that today and hopefully give you some information to our safer home and one that will hopefully pass inspection when that time comes. So let's go inside and take a look. Okay, now that we're inside, I want to just show you a few simple tools that you can pick up at any hardware store here in town. These are easy tools to have, and even any homeowner can use them. The first one we're going to look at is a infrared temperature sensor, and what you use this for is maybe in your main breaker panel. If you think you have an issue, you can actually read temperatures to make sure things aren't overheating. And these two here are your general electrical outlet receptacle testers, and you've got your standard, and this one will test for GFCIs to make sure that they are working properly. And these units are going to be used to check for open grounds, reverse polarity, to make sure they are wired correctly and safely. So what we're going to do is we're going to use these, kind of show you how these operate, why we're going to test them, and talk a little bit more where GFCIs should be in your home. Okay, so now that we're in the kitchen, what we want to do is look to see where the outlets are near the sink. What's important is when you have an electrical outlet near a sink, you want that outlet to have the correct polarity. You want it to be grounded. An open ground outlet near a water source is an extreme safety hazard. So that's where we're going to use these here. We're going to plug these into these electrical outlets. We want to make sure that the lights light up correctly to show that it is wired correctly and it is grounded. Second thing is any outlet within 6 foot of this water source should also be GFCI protected. A GFCI is going to be an outlet that you see here that has a test and reset button, and you have one here very close to the sink. That's what we want. We can also see a second outlet that does not appear to be GFCI protected, but in this case it is, because it is connected to the same circuit as this GFCI is here. And so when you're able to use these, you can plug them in, you hit that button to make sure it trips that GFCI. You can reset it here at the outlet, and at that point, if it's working correctly, we're in great shape. If not, we want to have that repaired as soon as possible. All right, well, that's going to do it for us today. I want to say thank you for tuning in. If you're buying a home and you want a home inspection, give us a call at 423-839-4709, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you, Paul. That is always so informative to listen to Paul, don't you think?
That's right. I love to hear what he has to add.
So let's recap. What can make a contract fail? Financing.
Financing.
By the buyer.
Very important that you and the lender work very closely together. And as I said, before you go outside the area, check with lenders here in this East Tennessee area.
Yeah.
I'm assure you, they're great.
Home inspections.
Home inspection, that's both the home inspection itself and the termite inspection.
And the termite, yeah. And finally,
appraisal.
Appraisals, yes.
But remember that for all of these, if a problem comes up, you can always negotiate.
Yeah.
Everything is negotiable.
It is.
And so you can negotiate, and if buyer and seller can still come together, then you're good. The only thing that might be tough to negotiate is the part about the lending.
Well, yes, get you a good realtor that can walk you through all this negotiation process, and you'll be just fine.
Now, for now, I get to tell you in a minute about the gorgeous home here.
Yes, you do.
We're in beautiful Wuthering Heights. Sits up here on a hill, but on the west side of Hamlin County. And it's in a very popular school district. You see beautiful mountains of East Tennessee. It's on almost 4 acres. So in the back, you have this quiet, serene location. You see pastures. You see the neighbors' cows on the hill. I like cows. Cows don't keep you up at night.
Cows are good.
Yeah, they're
milk and all those ice cream and things.
Exactly right. So the cows are great. And when we come back, after we talk with Tony at Superior Tree and Landscape, I get to tell you about this house.
Tony.
Thanks, Ron and Deborah. Today we are going to show you proper ways to trim and prune up a tree, whether or not it's removing the dead out of it, branches that are growing over the house, Whatever you're trying to achieve, we're going to try to show you and touch bases on a little bit of those today. It's the perfect time of year to prune. The leaves are nice on the trees. They've been open for about 3 to 4 weeks now. This month in May, if you want to prune and slow down the growth rate of your tree a little bit, this is going to be the time to do it. We're going to go through and do 3 different things today. The first thing, we're going to take out a dead section that was broken off by a storm on the top of a tree. Could have been from the last snowstorm and ice storm that we had this year. We're also going to go ahead and remove some dead out of another tree and a couple branches that are growing over a house and a shed. And we're also going to go ahead and remove a dead tree. It has died that was in a row of 13 other trees right on the property line. There's a fence there. It's the property owner's fence, so we don't want to damage that as well. So we're just going to show you a little bit of what we do. If you have any questions, you can go ahead and give us a call at 423-748-3546. I'd be more than happy to answer them. Come out to your property, inspect your trees. I would also advise you maybe to check out our Facebook page, Superior Tree and Landscape, Morristown, Tennessee. And here we have a dead section of tree that broke out during the most recent storms that we had. And he's going to go ahead and remove that section. If you leave that section, or if it were to break off on its own and then rot out, you would have decay into the center of the tree. By removing that broken section and cutting it down to the next main leader, that leader will then become the dominant stem, and the tree will continue to grow, and it will compartmentalize the decay, and therefore your tree will live to be much more mature and healthier. Now that he has removed the main weight from that main top branch, he's going to go ahead and make his final cut all the way through, just above the branch that we want to become our new main branch. You notice we're using a handsaw versus a chainsaw. We're doing that purposely because it gives it a much nicer cut. It definitely does involve a little bit more effort, but here at Superior Tree and Landscape, we're willing to go that extra step. And I hope the removal of that top was informative for you. Here we're going to go ahead and remove this dead poplar tree. It's growing right along the property line, and the fence has been here a while, but still we don't want to cause any damage to it. We're going to go ahead and remove it by section, starting from the top, bottom, working our way up to the top, and then we'll go ahead and work our way back down as we take it off log by log. Well, we're just about done over here. Today we've cut down a broken top out of a tree from a storm damage. We've removed a dead tree along the neighbor's property line. And we've also gone ahead and taken off some hazardous branches out of this here tree, some dead, some overhanging over the house and the building, and some that were just too low that they were overcrowding the driveway. We've got a little bit more here to do, clean up our mess. But the key is to take out what needs to be taken out of the tree. Leave what you can leave. You can see by the amount of foliage that we've taken out I'm standing around, that we've taken out approximately 20% of the tree's foliage. 20-25%, that's where you would like to stay. The tree is going to slow its growth rate down a little bit. It's not going to grow back water spouts because it's under stress. We've minimalized what this tree is supporting. The roots aren't going to grow any more than they need to grow. They're not going to get into the power lines because we've removed what was growing towards the power lines. This is a healthy, safe tree, and it will be for years. Topping is not a good practice. It makes your tree unhealthy. It produces a place for insects to harbor and to thrive. Just topping trees is a plain waste of money. You can Google, and any site will tell you proper pruning is the way to go and the disadvantages of topping. If you would like to see this job and some of our other jobs, follow us on Facebook, Superior Tree and Landscape in Morristown, Tennessee, or you can give us a call, 423-748-3546. I'll be more than happy to come out and take a look at your trees. Thank you for joining us. Back to you, Deborah.
Welcome to this beautiful Wuthering Heights home. This home sits on just almost 4 acres. You really feel as if you're out in a very pastoral, almost rural type setting, but you're within 5 minutes of most of West Morristown. But I want to tell you about the great home we're in. The exterior is absolutely beautiful with its stone and brick. But when you come inside, all the primary living is right here on the main floor. Here we have a gorgeous foyer, you have formal dining. Behind me is a fabulous family room with a fireplace. And then we step into a gourmet kitchen, where we'll go in just a minute. Also off of this foyer is an office, and the master suite is accessed from this major family area. Now, let's go into that gourmet kitchen. Who wouldn't love a kitchen like this? This is actually an eat-in kitchen. And we have just yards and yards of granite counters. We have beautiful cabinets. We have a stovetop that is extra large. You have 6 burners. We have all the updated appliances, every appliance you could want, including a wine cooler, all the faucets, everything is just top quality. And behind is also the area for informal dining that adds to the formal dining we just saw. On this wing, the west end, there is a family room. This is the room with the beautiful grand piano. And as we go down this west wing, there are 2 rooms that this owner uses as bedrooms to make 3 bedrooms on the main level. And there's also a custom bathroom. There is a 2-car garage on this level. There's also a mud room that is between the garage and before you enter this kitchen area. And then we're going to go over to a master bedroom and bath. You will love this bathroom. Before we go upstairs to a 2-bedroom, 2-bath ensuite. Let's go over to the master. Welcome to the master suite. Besides this bedroom, look at the bath. You really will feel as if you're having your own spa vacation in this beautiful bath. Come with me. How would you like to be able to come home from work in the evening and enjoy this luxurious tub? You can see that there are double vanities, both his and hers. There's also the shower behind me is a spa that's 12 feet long. This is beautiful. It is in an elegant decor. You'll be hard-pressed to find another bath that will take care of this beautiful ensuite. And then, as I mentioned, there is an office that comes off of the foyer. Well, you can go right through this bath and reach that private office and look and see what is just beyond here for those late-night snacks. In addition to the gorgeous interior you have just seen, there is also a laundry room on the main level, and then on the main level is this gorgeous deck, but it's second level from the back side. This one is for all the outdoor entertaining, all the fun you can imagine. And don't forget, I mentioned the cows. You'll see what a serene, peaceful place this is. This property line goes all the way back into the trees. Now we're on the upper level of this gorgeous home. This is a wonderful ensuite. On this level, we have this gathering area with the TV, the refrigerator, the mini fridge, and we have a large, oversized bedroom, or it's being used as a bedroom by these owners. And there's another room, similar size, on the other side of this area that they also use for a bedroom for sons. There are 2 bathrooms up here also. Whether you had kids up here or not, maybe just guests, family, they would love spending the night with you. Now, there is another level, a lower level, where it is a full-size basement, one of the largest basements you've ever seen. The stairs are already framed in and ready to be finished. There are numerous rooms that have already been framed in that area. Ladies, there is enough storage for you and all of your family, as much storage as you have ever seen in a house. There's also a big central room on the lower area where you could easily pick up a half-court basketball game. There is also covered patio and access to that patio from the lower level. You can go on and on. This house has everything you want, and it's elegantly done. If you have a question about it, don't hesitate to call any of the RE/MAX offices in Morristown and ask for the Wolfe Pack. But before we finish today, I also want to go to Oakes Salvage that is located on South Cumberland in Morristown, where if you want to turn your house into a dream home like this one, they can help you with it. Thank you for joining us with beautiful homes in East Tennessee.
My name is Tim Oakes. I'm basically owner and general manager here at Oakes Salvage Freight. We started the business 20 years ago. The whole purpose was for the do-it-yourselfer, and we do have a lot of small contractors that come in. The money is the big thing with most people today. You know as well as I do how the economy is changed, and if you can save $1, you've made $1. So that's kind of our motto. We carry anything in building material from roofing, siding, it could be wood siding, vinyl windows, exterior doors, interior doors, any type of flooring. We even carry subfloor like plywood or OSB. Carry kitchen cabinets, bathroom vanities, vanity tops, faucets, door lock assemblies for the doors, interior as well as exterior. Just anything pretty much you can think of to redo a home. We are a little different in that we try to carry a little upgrade scale of material, especially in cabinetry. Most of your big box stores will carry a particle board cabinet with a wood face, and they look nice, and they are nice enough, but ours are all wood. Ours will have the cabinet grade plywood sides with solid wood fronts, pre-finished. And we can also, if you need contractor contacts, we have many contractors come in here who you can contact, and they can give you estimates and get their references, and their guys have been with us for 20 years and that we know. So, we're here to help you, here to save you money, and hopefully we'll make a living in the process. And we appreciate your thoughts on coming to Oakes Salvage, and I hope you will. We're on South Cumberland Street at 1061, right at the interchange of Lincoln and South Cumberland Street. So we'd love to have you come by if you can, and we'll save you some money and give you a good grade of material that will help you renovate or build.
Deborah and I really appreciate you coming and being with us today on Beautiful Homes in East Tennessee. We look forward to seeing you again soon.
That's right. Join us again, and we'll show you another beautiful home in East Tennessee. And between now and then, if you have a question about this one, call us at any RE/MAX office in Morristown and ask for the Wolfe Pack.